Hello everyone, my name is Sandi Fadila Paulangi. My ID number is 1901404079. Today I will conclude about my material for the second material and the seventh material. And the second material is teaching and testing. Conclusion of material 2 is teaching and testing. Testing is find out how good a job is. In educational terms, it is a method for measuring an individual ability on or knowledge in given domains, such as reading, speaking, listening, and writing. While teaching is a process of knowledge transfer. The difference between teaching and testing itself, it is proposed an amount of assistance provided by the teacher himself. When discussing teaching and testing, it will definitely be related to assessment, measurement, tests, and evaluation. Here, I will summarize these 4 points. The first is assessment. Assessment is an activity to collect information on student learning outcomes obtained from various types of bills and process information to access student learning outcome. The second, measurement. Measurement is the process of describing student performance using a quantitative scale. And the third is the test. The test here is a set of questions that are trained to obtain information about student cognitive abilities. And the last, evaluation. Evaluation is the overall assessment of the educational program. Conclusion of material 3 is criteria of the good test. To find out the criteria for a good test, the first must be validity. The validity of a test is the extent to which it's measured and what is supposed to measure. The type of a validity tests are face validity, contract validity, content validity, current validity, and factor validity. The second test criteria is reliability. Reliability means consistency, and reliability refers to how consistently a test measures what is proposed to measure. To make tests reliable is to take enough sample of behavior, do not allow candidate too much freedom, write ambiguous item, provide clear and established interaction, ensure the tests are well laid out and perfectly like strength score and etc. Type of reliability test is test retest, interest, parallel from, and internal consistency. The third criteria is discrimination. Discrimination is a good test is the capital to discriminate among the different learners and to reflect the difference in the performance of the individual in the group. The fourth criterion is administration. Administration is the test must be practicable. It must be fairly straightforward to administer. Conclusion of material 4 is purpose and type of language test. The purpose of the language test is the diagnosis and feedback, screening and selection, placement purpose, program evaluation, providing research criteria, and to assessment of socio-physiological difference. One type of language test can offer more than one purpose of given a language test. The type of language tests are objective and subjective. The type of language tests are objective and subjective tests, direct and indirect tests, discrete point and integrative points, aptitude assessment, and profession tests, norm reference and criterion reference tests, and the last is speed test and power test. Conclusion of material 5 is objective test and subjective test. Subjective test in a essay test where these tests focus more on the content, wording, and lack of an answer so that students can express their ideas as well as possible. While the objective test is a short answer test or only has a correct answer or a multiple choice test. Why? The objective test is definitely answered and can be essence mechanical. So, the difference between the subject test and the objective test is that in the term of the question they are different. The subject test is an essay test, while the object test is a multiple choice test. The multiple choice is included a part of the objective test. Conclusion of the material 6 is multiple choice item. Multiple choice is a part of the objective test. The general principle in constructing multiple choice test is that each item should have only one answer. Only one feature at a time should be tested. Each option should be grammatically correct when placed in the stem, except, of course, in the case of specific grammar test items. All items should be at level appropriate to the level of the test. The item should be brief and as clear as possible. And the last is that the item should be arranged in a rote order of increasing difficulty. The first component of a multiple choice test is the stem. The stem is the opening problem to be solved. A question asked or an incomplete statement to be complied. The second is the distractor. Distractors are answers that deceive student or incorrect answer. Conclusion of material 7 is testing grammar. Grammar testing is the test that is carried out to test student abilities in grammar. While the grammar test can be tested in several forms, the first is multiple choice, which consists of 5 different questions. The second is the error recognition test. The third is the reagreement test. The fourth is the completion test. The fifth is the transformation test, and the last is the pairing and the matching test. I think that's all my conclusion about the material semantic. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and see you next time. Bye bye.